I started as an actor.
Yes.
But it got to a stage in my life that I don't even like being in front of the camera.
Wow.
And I stopped.
Okay.
Okay, I remember that one of the season, I think it's Abejoye, for like 3 days, and they were saying I should come and hang. I was saying no. It got to a point that Evangelist Yemi Adepo, Yemi Adepo said, Emla Shebi, you are an actor. Why is it that everybody is now begging you to come and hang?
Hello guys, welcome to another special Backstage edition where we are going to talk about things that happen behind the scenes. I mean, those movies that you are watching, right? Yes. So I have amazing people with me here and I would love them to introduce myself. But let me start. My name is Maranatha Daniel.
My name is Victoria K Emla.
Yeah, I'm Oluwatobi Jesuwale.
And my name is John Onireti.
It is so beautiful to have you guys. Thank you so much. See, we literally snatched them from a just concluded location, and so don't mind their stress face. They have been through a lot, but we give God the glory. So yes, we just want to really ask you a couple of questions because these are people that we don't know them unless they introduce themselves to us. So, Ma, what was your role on Abattoir production?
Okay, on Abattoir production, I am one of the cinematographers. Tobi Olumiwa and myself.
Nice.
So we are the cinematographers for Abattoir.
Interesting. So how about you, sir?
I was privileged to handle sound recording for Abattoir.
Interesting. Okay, did you start from Abattoir season 1 as the cinematographer and the sound person?
For me, no.
Okay. How about you, sir?
Okay, my story with Abattoir is, I think, I don't know, maybe I should share it. Season 1, I acted.
Oh.
I didn't handle sound, I acted. I was part of the police officers that arrested Martins in school.
Okay.
So I started handling sound for Abattoir in season 3.
Oh, interesting. So how about you, Ma?
I joined as Abattoir production season 4. So I started from season 4 and by the grace of God, this season 5. But 1, 2, 3, I was not there.
Oh, wow. So, and now, what inspired you to be a cinematographer? I mean, we don't see many females in that line.
Yeah.
We see mostly males, and then it looks like there's a struggle there. But what inspired you?
That's a long story. But I would say that... okay, so I started as an actor for gospel film. So I was acting, and one of the days, and it's so funny. I was actually on a Manzion production some years back. I think that was 2009. So I got inspired. You know, I went there as an actor, and I think I had just 3 or 4 scenes to shoot. So, you know, most of the time, I'm always in the car. Like, just sit down in the location vehicle or help. You know, another funny thing was that the Papa was actually handling continuity on that set. That was Mommy's production, Costly Games. You know, so, you know, because I had a lot of free time, so sometimes I would go behind him, and he was actually teaching me. I don't think he can remember again. Teaching me continuity. You know, all of those time, I just got inspired. You know, because my dream has always been to tell stories. You know, you want to tell story, you want to preach the gospel, you want people to see it, and all of that. So it started coming to me that you need to learn how to make films, how to tell other stories. So in my mind, I was like, okay, directors are the ones that are always calling the shot. But I never have any prior knowledge, but I just feel that I want to learn a little about everything, almost everything in production. Okay. So along the line, I started with cinematography, but you know, it's funny. I am in gown today, Abby. But most people here, you know, most time that people see me in gown and they're like, oh, Stemla, you know, because, you know, it's funny because started with cinematography, and the person that was talking to me about cinema, encouraging me about cinema. Okay, no, I started with costuming.
Wow.
Yeah, so I started with costuming. I tried to look for something that people are not really doing in Christian film at the time. So I saw that, okay, it's costume. So during costume, I spoke to GOP, and I was, what are the things that I need to know as a costumier? So the GOP was like, so what are the movies that you have watched? Tell me about it. So as I was telling the story, he just said, do you know you will be a great storyteller? So that was when he introduced me to the world of cinematography. Yeah, so, and that cinematography, I was learning, and one day said, you are going on a fast pace, but there is a problem. Oh. I said, what is it? He said, can you wear trouser? I said,
Oh my God.
You know, I said, I don't think so. And I said, okay, there's another thing that is related to cinematography, and that's editing. And you don't have to wear trousers. So that was how he introduced me to editing. But, you know, there's this thing that is always drawing me back to cinematography. I just pick it. I just said, no, I love cinematography. I don't want to be sitting down on the, you know, and that was how it just, that was how my inspiration. So it's come from, you know, preaching the gospel, learn how to preach the gospel better.
Interesting. That's a lovely story. So what's your story?
Ah,
How did you come to the decision of
okay. Let me say, you know, when I was growing up, in my church, local church, I was part of the drama department. Okay, when I was very young, you know, I do watch some Christian actors in church, you know, drama group of the church acting on stage. You know, I'm always fascinated, like, hey, this thing that they are doing, wow. Then, maybe I should say this story. I know we know about Evangelist Kayode Babalola.
Kebabs.
Yes, he's one of my one of the
daddy?
uncles or daddies in drama, because when I was growing up, we attended the same church.
Oh.
So he was part of the drama department of the church. Very acting. You know, acting has always been in him. So I'm always fascinated when I'm seeing him on stage acting, you know, with the passion and everything. I didn't even know I would even be in drama ministry today. So fast forward, I got to school. I didn't join drama unit. I was just doing my own. So I was in I was with the technical department, majorly the sound. So I work with sound in church and all the likes. So because of my passion for drama, I joined the drama department in church. So I went to university. Then I didn't join drama until my penultimate year, which was in 400 level. I joined the 500 level. I did drama. And I can say that was the best year of my 5-year course in school. Because of that drama. Like, I was very happy.
Ooh.
You know, from there to NYC, I became drama director for the state and the likes. So fast forward to sound. So because of my passion for acting, then I didn't have the knowledge of, okay, this behind the scenes something. You know, most people want to act.
Yeah.
So that thing has always been there, acting. So then there was this location that, there are a lot of people that the Lord has used for me on this part. I was working with P2O, Olumide.
Yeah.
We wanted to shoot the movie anytime. So I was there on the set as a production assistant.
Interesting.
So from there, you know, at the point we were assisting working out, so the cinematographer, which is Brokunle Adepoju, noticed some of us that were the production assistants. So after the production, he called us. He said he loves our passion for
Filmmaking.
for filmmaking and that. He has an academy that can we come, that is going to give us 50% discount. So that's how I became somebody behind the scene guy. So then it was filmmaking, fully filmmaking. The course was majorly about filmmaking all around. Then towards the end of the course, we are now asked to choose, okay, what are you going to major on?
Area of specialization.
So specialization. So I felt, okay, I don't like lighting. Because of, you know, carry
Sandbag.
and camera, so all those things. Then because I've always been part of the sound department in church, so the love for sound. Okay, I chose sound. So everybody was like, sound. No, even till today, most people don't want to become sound men. Like sound, they are not like.
It doesn't look like a
DOPs,
serious.
like you get all those things, like okay.
Like you're playing.
But you don't want to carry tripod.
So then I eventually I agreed to do sound, and by the grace of God, till today it has been sound. And I don't.
Are you sure you are sound?
By the special grace of God.
Got me.
So till today, sound has then after the training. So I'm trying to tell you my journey, Sha. So after the training, there was this production that was coming up, Games, season 1. Wow. And I was at home, Oluwatobi Jesuwale called me to come to set, to come and be, I think, to assist in the production because that the PVO, Victor Lukoji, is the one producing the. So he asked me to come on set. So I was coming with the. In fact, he told me that I'm going to be a location manager that will assist in getting location. So that was my preparation. That was what I was prepared for. Until I got to set, then they discovered that okay, the sound man said he's not going to stay for the whole production. So then I was asked. So Broccoli is the one handling the camera, handling the shooting. So I was asked to now handle sound. Wow. So that was how I started handling sound from Games season 1.
Wow.
Till today.
Glory to God.
That's an amazing journey. Okay, so on the set of Abattoir, how was your experience like?
Abattoir is a powerful story. Even shooting Abattoir is a lot. You know, many people when they are requesting for episode. When I said episode 3, you don't know. A lot of things going behind the scenes.
Know.
You know, when you are shooting, you are sleeping while you are recording. Just say cut. You know all these things. So Abattoir is a lot. It's a very tasking work. As a soundman, you have like 3 cameras on set or 4 sometimes, and like you want to use boom, or you have more than how many cast on set. How do you achieve miking this one? Am I going to use boom for this set? You know, there was a particular scene that happened, I think season 4, where fighting between this reporter.
Okay, yeah.
Chooks
and one of the gang members.
Yes.
You know, they were fighting. I was like, how do we achieve this? You know, you have to get there. They have lines to deliver while they are fighting. How do you achieve these things? But thank God for wisdom. Most times you have to pray God.
Wisdom is profitable today, right?
Have wisdom.
Yes,
Interesting.
So, your experience on set, how was it? In the camera department, the only female present.
Yes.
Yeah, so I would say that my experience has been a wonderful one. Okay, though just like he said, sometimes it could be very tasking. But it's been a wonderful one because when you are working with a director that knows what he wants, it makes the work or the job easy for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I tell people that I don't want to tell some part of my story, but I would say I came back last year, January, and the first person that brought me back was Damiloye, my Bamiloye.
Wow.
And, you know, I tell people that I enjoy working with him because he's a very creative person.
Yeah.
He's a very, very creative person. He knows what he wants.
Focused.
Okay? It's very deep when it comes to cinematography, lighting, apart from the acting. Like, I remember one of the time it was, we were talking about, and I think it was just between the two of us, we were talking about the fact that some directors are actors, directors, some are technical directors. So I was now saying, okay, so which one am I? I said you are both.
Wow.
And when you are both, it's very good. That's when you are a complete director. Okay, so it's working with him. It's wonderful. Makes the work easy. Okay, and I've talked about the creativity, the technical aspect. That is skill. But above all, most importantly, most people might not notice. There are some time that things will be going on set, and this man is there in spirit. He's there praying. He's there. He's just there. Yeah. So you might not know that some people are noticing. I don't know if everybody on set notices, but maybe because I am a cinematographer, I'm always close to my director. So like I have never mentioned this to him. But those are one of the things I notice about him. And things like this, when you are in a setting like this, these are part of the things that keeps you going because you are inspired. And it shows that most of these things are not done. All of these things are not done by your own ability. It's not because of what you have in your head. It's not because of your knowledge or because you know how to do or you have gone to this school, film school or the other. It's God. Yeah. Because you might men as men we plan our ways, but it's only God that established it. So that's one of the experience that I have, and it's a lovely one. That's why I said it's wonderful. The other part of it, the tasking part, I remember the last one that we shot, season 5. So most people don't know, some people will tell me that tell them to bring abattoir. We are tired of waiting. I said, you don't know what's going on. You don't know what's going on. Because season 5, how many times do we shoot season 5? I think 2 or 3 times.
3 times.
Yeah, 3 times. So I remember the last time that we came to shoot this season 5, we had about 3 or 4 nights.
Back to back.
Wow. And one of the funny thing was that, like they said, I'm a female cinematographer, but we are like 3 that are very constant, shooting about 3 days. One of our person was Oluwatobi was not around 3 or 4 days, and the other person, Bawale too, was not around. So, and these were the time that we're having that nights, back-to-back nights.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, all of those times was very tasking. I remember when we were shooting, I don't know, maybe one of the office upstairs, and the director just looked at everybody and said, everybody don't shut down.
Everybody don't sleep.
Everybody, because, and we're doing all of it, like he mentioned that we had some actors on set that we have to work based on their time. Yes. They have to, based on their schedule. Thank you very much. Because they have the date that they have to go. So we have to make sure that we meet up. And I remember that there are times that we have to split.
Yes.
My Bamiloye is directing some team.
Wow.
And Joshua, my Bamiloye is directing some team. So most of the time, we have to, in fact, there is somebody that has not been shooting film before, Abi. No, he has been shooting film, but he has never shot for D Baba. But that time I said, no, this guy can do it. Shebi na them shoot all these film people. We have to bring him on board automatically.
Wow.
And most of the time I think it was mostly in my team. So we have to split and we go on to shoot. So I tell people, filmmaking is not a baby business. It's a serious business. So, but all of this, when you are seeing what God has helped you to do,
yes,
it becomes, you are like, wow. I remember, I think it was Abattoir. We're shooting one scene of Eniola and Benro where they were having, I think that was season 4, where they were having a fight in the restaurant about Benro talk to your father, and he said, and Benro with annoyance left the restaurant and went outside. Where we were shooting was very tall.
Okay.
So that's why the director saw that I was struggling, because I had to raise my camera very high. We were down and they were there, they were there at the terrace and discussing. So and I needed to see my monitor. The director just said, "Let me help you." So sometimes a lot of people don't know what is going on. But sometimes as a cinematographer, you are climbing somewhere to be able to. But it's something enjoyable for me. Because I love cinematography, I enjoy it. Sometimes it's tasks that we are talking about, the sleeping, the sleepless night. Sometimes that some of these things are physical, like the bank scenes that we have to do handheld, they are physical. But because I would say, I don't want to be too spiritual, but because this is your calling. And when God has called you to do something, God makes it easy for you. Yeah, because you are not the one forcing it. It's God that says, do this thing. So God gives you that strength to do it. Yes. So the experience, splendid.
Wow.
This is wholesome. Well done, guys.
Can you see what's going on now? You be shouting. You are hearing what's going on now.
Now, we just want to know, how does it feel being behind the scene? I mean, you guys are literally the ones backstage. We get to hear about Chief Sonya. Everybody, oh, your favorite character, I'm Chief Sonya, this. Nobody remembers. Oh, there's somebody that's
Your
holds
favorite
camera.
crew.
Abi, who's your favorite?
I mean,
Nobody says that. So
yeah, so like, how does it feel that you are behind the scene and you're not being seen? Like, how does it feel?
Yeah.
Behind the
No,
scene,
are not being seen, but being seen by God.
That's all that matters.
Yeah. So for me, like we said, this is gospel.
Yes.
Okay, so it's not about being seen. It's about the effect of what you are doing. Okay, so I know that if I want to be seen, I would be acting. Okay, so earlier I said I started as an actor.
Yes.
But it got to a stage in my life that I don't even like being in front of the camera.
Wow.
And I stopped.
Okay.
Okay, I remember that one of the season, I think it's Abejoye, for like 3 days, and they were saying I should come and hug. I was saying no. It got to a point that Evangelist Yemi Adepo, Yemi Adepo said, Emla, Shebi, you are an actor. Why is it that everybody is now begging you to come and hug? Okay, so for me, I feel it's about fulfilling purpose.
Wow.
Okay, so what is your purpose? If God has not called you to come and act, and you are acting, you are just doing it, there will be no reward for it.
yeah.
Okay, and I remember that those days when we went to MZI, one of the things that we're taught is about praying to cast your actors.
Oh yes.
Okay, so
actually.
yes, so if definitely if it plays in the heart of the producer to cast you, you will be there. Though I know, quote and unquote, or not all producer might be doing that, the praying part and
yes.
all of that now. So, but for me personally, I'm fulfilling purpose. If it's
behind the scene.
in fact it's late last year that Holy Spirit started ministering to me that why are you saying you don't want to act? Because I remember the first time I came for Abattoir, that season 4, that they came to meet me to act. I said no. You know, I've always been saying I don't want to act. I don't want to act because I feel that I am fulfilling purpose there.
Backstage.
You know, yeah, not until maybe late last year that Ayokanmi and more early this year that why are you saying you don't want to act?
Yeah.
Okay, because it just left my mind. I just don't want to. I'm enjoying it.
Wow.
So, and I believe that we are being seen by God. Our Father in the Lord, that in my Bamiloye has said it. You know, it's always is just like a father or parents. You don't love one child more than the other. Even if you do that, you don't want to show it.
Yeah.
But I know that Daddy Mike Bamiloye love the crew. Love us very, very, and see all the things that we are enjoying as a crew.
Yes.
All the actors that are coming to Betty are not enjoying it.
Of course.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Actually.
All the daily words, not
daily
all the
words,
actors are.
yes.
Yes,
That when we are having our devotion, not all the actors are there, but we are constantly there, receiving directly.
Yes.
And this we are fulfilling purpose. We are the one cooking the meal. You know, all the actors, they are just the sauce that you are putting. But without the person, the real cook, the real chef, there's no food.
True.
So when the reward is coming, I don't know, actor, because see, I might act tomorrow, you might see me acting tomorrow, but I want to say it now that when the real reward is coming, it comes to the cook first.
You test it first.
When people can God reward sauce? Will salt be rewarded for the beautiful food? No, like when you want to give compliments for
You
a
don't say,
very
"Oh, the
good
salt was nice."
this food is
No,
delicious. Will you say salt, you did a very good job? Or will you say that Maggie no?
That was
Maggie,
excellent.
you did
That was
a-
excellent.
No, it's the cook
Yeah,
that
no,
we
oh, you did
compliment,
an
and
excellent
we
job.
are the cook. We are the one receiving all the compliments and the reward. So
Actually.
we are not being seen by people on the
men.
screen,
But you have been saying.
but the master planner is seeing us,
Yes.
and we are getting our reward.
Yeah, true.
I actually want to draw a lesson from our story. Sometimes God makes us to detest some things because of the intention we brought to it at first. You loved acting at the beginning, but God saw that there was an intention behind it, and He chose you and directed you into somewhere else. And now He's trying to call you back, but you're now sitting and saying, okay, this particular place, I'm not living again. So you have to now sit down with God and say, okay, I'm ready now. So that's the lesson.
I think I remember one thing that Daddy will always say. He says that the crew members are the strength behind the things you are seeing.
Yeah.
He always sees it in Power Night. Like the people behind the scenes, if they are not there, now script's not going to read.
Yes, and the actors, you cannot sit down and be shooting yourself or be standing yourself.
But yeah,
or be lighting, you know.
Yeah, so purchase.
Yeah, of course. I made up my mind, and I concluded that the Bible says, when the Bible was talking about the functionality of the body, talking about unity, saying if the eye says,
I don't want to work with you. Yeah, I don't need the hand.
And there's a particular Bible passage that said that even he said the part of the body that we don't take recognizance of, that is what the Lord has kept. We have inside of us, we have intestines, we have kidney, we have a lot of organs that are working. You can only see the physical body like you are moving, but some things are working.
If those ones are not working fine,
the outer ones
function well.
So that's one of the things I made up my mind that, and I agree with God that I'm not just doing anything. I'm also working with God, partnering with God to achieve something. I may not be behind or in front of the camera. Of course, most times I don't act. But I'm fulfilled, like you said.
They are police.
Like she said, I'm fulfilled and me sound. Sometimes when you read scripts, I'm not reading scripts as an actor, I'm reading as a sound mark. Okay, how do you achieve this thing? It's a thing of joy. After everything is done, I watch. Wow, thank God.
Okay.
Thank God. Then you are studying also. Sometimes when I watch movies, but the first thing I study is the sound. Okay. See the voice, those things. So one thing is, we come to conclude that we are not. Everything is working together.
Yeah.
As a crew, all
of us,
you are working together. I'm doing my part. She's doing her part. Everybody is doing their part.
And even the actors too.
They are doing
we all come
part.
together. Yeah.
So it may not necessarily see us in front of camera, but God, who knows all things and who rewards, of course, rewards everybody based on what we have done. So that's the agreement with my heart and with God that I'm not just doing, and most times I even prefer behind, because let me say this, I can go on the street now and see a woman selling agbado, and I would I'm not looking at is anybody looking at me? That's being rolled out. It's easy. I can go anywhere. I can enter a public transport. Nobody's running after me for pictures. Nobody's like, and I'm not like, I'm checking myself. Am I okay?
You're not self-conscious.
I'm not self-conscious. I'm living my life. And that's one of the challenges of being in front of camera. There are a lot of things you have to be careful, because, for example, like Baba Gbero now, you can't just do anything.
Actually,
you have to because some people have already taken him as a role model.
Yes.
So all these things. So as a crew guy, the another thing is, like she said, you have opportunity of, especially when we talk of Zion, the devotion is one of the key things. You enjoy, you praise God. 1 hour devotion.
Look at what happened. Was it last week or early this week?
Yes, now.
That day.
All these things.
How many actors they there?
Actually.
All these things, they are benefit. So that's why you don't just say, I'm an actor, I'm a crew guy. Everybody's
work together.
Working together to achieve a purpose.
Yeah.
So I think 2 things I learned is the fact that where the Lord has planted you is good enough. Just stay there, remain there, be contented. And then being contented where you are. You don't need to be seen at all times, but wherever you are, ensure that you put in the work. I mean, if these guys were not putting in the work behind the scenes, the movie we see will always be worried, why is the sound like this? Why is the camera like this? But intentionality where you are, that's profound. And then now, seeing the fact that you have been on various Christian movie locations, not just Mount Zion, right? So what are those things that you would want Christian films to do better in production wise? What would you want us to do better? I mean, generally speaking, you've seen based on somebody behind the scene and then seeing post-production work. Like, okay.
This is a very good question, actually. I don't know, maybe because I discuss with D Baba, most time a lot. Yeah. And this question was one of the things that one of the discussion that we had. There is a network now in Christian
GFN.
film. Yeah, GFN, Gospel Filmmakers Network. So
Network.
it's a very good one, and fortunately, he's the executive secretary. And we're saying these are part of the things that needs to be addressed. Okay, yeah. King David says that he will not give God anything that will not cost him. So, as much as we are doing gospel,
Yes.
we should always strive for excellence.
Giving the best.
Come on.
Giving the best to God, because this thing is for God. If it's for me or for anybody, or maybe it's for Damilola, my Bamiloye, you can just give something. But we're talking about God, the creator of the whole universe. The best director, the best DOP, the best everything, the greatest storyteller. Look at the story of how he founded the earth, everything. So this man has given the best. In the scripture it says, every time that God is done with creation, and the Bible will say, and God saw that it was good.
Yeah.
Come on.
So if we are saying this thing is a sacrifice that we are giving to God, we should put in the best. Do you know where I'm coming from? Because some people, because of the rush, because of what we want to do this thing, we just say, let's just do it like that. Let's just do it like it's the message that matters. Now I'm saying that some of our people, I am one of them. Now I'm planning. I'm also, I will also produce my own film. But we are saying is the message that matters. But some of us now, some of these people don't even have time to wait patiently in the presence of God to get the right message. So these are the things that I will want us to really look into, because it's not a competition. But God sent the devil to the earth. He's ruling the earth until our Lord Jesus Christ came. Until our Lord Jesus Christ comes to contend with him during the Armageddon war. He's still ruling the earth. It's just that he cannot rule our life because we are children of God. The moment you surrender your life to Christ, the devil don't have power. But he has so many things that is infusing in the world. In the film, in the world. In the film, the other industry. Films, the other industry. There are these tactics. But these people are coming promoting the devil, and they are making it beautiful. We are promoting God. Why can't we make it beautiful? I said it. I mentioned earlier that was one of the reasons I enjoyed working with Damilola, my Bamiloye, because sometimes this man is there on set, is making more research. So why can't you do it? He has the name. For crying out loud, it's not Damilola, my Bamiloye is just not a Mount Zion member. He's the first son of my Bamiloye, but he's not staying. He's not saying he's not settled. It's not say this way. There's no complacency with him. He's always aiming, striving. So please, I want to say it to all of us, including myself, let us strive for excellence. Let us make sure that we are putting in the best, cinematography wise. Some people I've been on, like you said, it's not only Manzana. I've been on set where the director will just say, this is where I'm facing, and they will just put like, wow, there's no light design. No, let us do better. And by the time you are trying to help them to design, they say you are taking time. They say, this is not Damilola set, all those kind of things. Wow. And that is why at the end of it, I tell you, I've heard that. Wow. And that is why some that I'm not supposed, I'm not supposed to say some things, okay? So, but when Damilola called, you want to come to his set, because you know that when you are coming here, there is always something new.
And you'll be challenged.
There is always a challenge. There's always, even though it's gospel, it's not that I have everything, but the little that I have we are trying to make the best. So all of us should learn this. I'm not saying like it's not perfect. It's also, but it's aiming to be there. So all of us should always, even the little we have. When he's telling his story, you say he has shot with lantern, he has shot with that lantern light, he has shot with iPhone 7 movie that people are watching. So the little we have, let us just make sure that we are bringing the best out of it.
Yes. So how about you, sir?
Okay, I would like to add to what she said. It would be good to also to improve. Don't let us say, okay, I've had experiences whereby a producer will want to say, okay, we used this thing in the past, let's still use it. Okay, we use this equipment in the past. You can see why you have better equipment
that you can use now.
that you can use. So another, please let
Upgrade.
us try as much as possible to always improve on our works. No, I told the story of how I started. I had the bad audio then, and by the grace of it made me sit on my to sit up,
research
and
more, learn more,
do more research. And that's why each time I am privileged to handle a sound for a movie, I try as much as possible to watch the movie. And while I'm watching the movie, I'm noticing
some things that you can do better.
How did I achieve this? Okay, I can do this more better, so that in the next production I will be better. So those are things that can help us. Then as producers too, please let's try as much as possible. Sometimes I even made up my mind or I think I was talking to some of my friends that you don't have to be producing every month or every time, because there are sometimes you don't need to say, okay, I have to always release. It's good, but sit down so that we can give this excellent result.
Yeah.
So let us try. Do research on your past production. Then let us achieve more. Then let us talk on behalf of the guys behind the scene now. Whenever we are trying to bring advice on, okay, can we get this? It's not for our good.
It's for production.
It's for the production. It's for the movie. I was discussing with my boss, bro. Yomi. Sometimes I think during the course of this project I've just ended, it was like. It was passionate. He said, when I'm saying I cannot use this mic, it's not because I want to. It's for this movie to come out very well. So when we are trying to bring suggestion, let us see it as okay to make things more better. Like she said, it's a battle. We are battling for souls.
Yes.
Yeah.
People are watching Hollywood. They are watching these movies, and they are watching our movies. And when the taste of excellence is not there for our movies,
they will drop.
They will just switch off. Like, what are they doing? And they will go back to the movie. So while we are doing, let us try as much as to give our best. And I'm trusting God, as God is doing it in gospel films today. I believe that He's going to do greater works.
Amen.
GFN is coming out.
Yes, GFN is coming,
And
guys.
I believe it's going to help us,
Yes.
to producers, directors, every crew guys to also learn more and to learn from others. Get review even from within ourselves.
Yes.
Like, okay, I watched your movie. Can you do? There was a time I had a sound for a movie of recent, and somebody who is a production manager watched the movie, and he asked me, he said, I saw your name. He said, what happened in this movie? Because at some part of the movie there was glitches. I had to explain that. So for that comment, it helped me to okay, next time
People already know that.
You get. So it will help us to also to encourage ourselves, research more. Go on YouTube, go on Instagram, there are a lot of places where you can learn and learn more. So I believe
and
God
see a lot of movies.
And
see people
behind
movies.
the scenes.
Behind the scene.
Yeah.
That's one of the ways in which we learn to improve
Actually,
ourselves.
Yes.
I mean, like what you said now, I think learning, don't stop learning, upgrade yourself. Don't stick to, I'm used to this. So
Be a local champion.
Please be open to new innovations, be open to learning. Thank you so much, guys. We cannot thank you enough.
Thank God.
Having you guys is an amazing opportunity. Thank
It's
you.
God.
bless.
It's God.
God.
So you people are the backstage people. When should we expect the next season of Abattoir?
Watch out.
Watch out. I want to give a shout out to all the crew guys, the directors, the producers, the writers, the cinematographers, the sound guys, the
Editors.
lightmen, the editors, the makeup artists, the costumiers, everybody.
All of you.
God is
Well
saying
done.
you. People
I
may
see.
not see you in front of the camera, but always know that there's a rewarder that sees us even as we labor, and we trust that when Jesus Christ comes, everybody's going to have a
Reward us
reward.
all.
Yes, ma.
Okay, so I will just pick it up. I want to give my shout out to all the crew members, starting from the upliners, the directors, the producer, the DPs,
Right,
the production, that's the art department, everybody. This is me giving a big shout out to you all for the job that we are all doing, and I want to encourage us all to keep on keeping on doing the right thing. Galatians 6. I think Galatians 6:19 says, "Do not be weary in doing what is good, because in due season you reap a harvest if you do not give up." Don't let us give up. Let us keep giving
Keep
our
the fire
yeah,
burning.
keep the fire burning. giving your best to God. And this is my big shout out to Zion Culture. Zion Culture.
Thank
And I
you,
want to
thank you.
encourage everyone to keep
Subscribe.
watching Zion Culture and subscribe.
Thank
It
you.
doesn't bite.
It doesn't bite.
It doesn't
Yes.
bite.
The notification
Yes,
button.
true.
It doesn't
Yes.
matter.
And lastly, GFN conference is coming 8th and 9th of November 2024. You don't want to miss it.
At
Please.
all.
The registration link will be on the description. Ensure, please, if you're an aspiring filmmaker, crew member, please come for that conference. You need ammo.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yes.
And you meet your favorite people too there. So,
Yeah.
I will be there.
By the
Registration
special
fee
grace
is
of God.
10,000.
Damilola, my
naira.
Bamiloye will be there.
Yes.
A lot of
K-Babs will be there. Bade will be there. Iyagbero will be there.
Yes,
Adepoju
so-
will be there.
Everybody will be there.
And
Grandmaster
our
will be
father
there.
in the Lord
Grandmaster will be there.
Yes, and Daddy Mike
Gone, gone.
Bamiloye will be there.
So you don't want to miss it.
You don't want
Yes,
to
don't
And
miss
you
it.
don't want to be told about it.
Of
You
course.
just have to be there.
Of course, because we must learn and grow.
Yeah, together.
Yeah.
So till next time, guys. Bye.